points here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Well, they've clearly made this decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Now, hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bo Scarborough. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this offense is running away with this one. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Take it. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
The 3-yard line. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
To number 82.
From 3 yards out. And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay, and this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Going up top. That's caught at the 25.
That's good.
It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. And even 50 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a...
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. On 1st down, it's Tate. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bo Scarborough with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Check him. Go, go, go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Again, it's Wentz. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Intended for Miles.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Back 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season. Really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the fourth quarter. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one a first down pickup of 8.
10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. It brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
7 yards, the pickup there.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Intercepted.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. Something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
And an Eagle first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Quit talking about it and bring it. Bang.
Throwing now is Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Wentz again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage,
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. The 40. past the 20.
Always.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. William Golston able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To try again after the sack. Wentz. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. William Golston, his second sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of the...
And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they will take a knee here.
Tonight.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Buccaneers, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.